an okay way to have a quote work husband or a work wife. It's me. I don't do it. I had my one time. It ended terribly. I've
Mhm.
had a conversation with Yup, and he had his one time, and it ended pretty much the same way. And this is very early in both our careers, and both of us were like, because we talked about this episode coming up, and I was like,
Mhm.
let's talk about it. And he's like, no, I don't do that no more. I was like, me neither. Like, because earlier when I was 23, 20, 22, 23, this is what had happened, and that's how it ended. And I don't want to do that no more. Like, there, it was cool till it wasn't. It was like, oh my God, how do we make this left down P Valley? Like, what? That's
Yeah.
that.
He
That's
got
just
he got he got sick of being your
yo.
friend.
Your experiences.
But what you're telling me, he didn't want to be my friend to begin with. He was sitting in the bushes with his camouflage hat at
Mhm.
5 a.m. dawn with his rifle hunting the entire time.
Oh
Mhm.
my
When
God.
we were going to Boston Market for lunch. That's what he was doing.
Not Boston Market.
He was.
I was 23. I was 23.
But see, what'll happen is some guys don't even know that they're doing it. They'll study you, so they'll know that you are no nonsense with everybody else. But with me, she's going out to Boston Market with me, so there must be something about me that she finds intriguing. So let me tap into this. There's a gift and a curse to being an asshole and then letting
I feel
a
like
certain person into your space.
Yeah, you're right. You're
we're at
absolutely right about
psychological
that, Phil.
warfare
You're
against
absolutely right.
every point of the day.
So, I mean, like I
Jesus.
said, that's how I know I'm able to. That's how I know if I quote unquote still got it. If I'm an asshole to everybody and somebody still wants to be nice to me for that, they find some kind of a level of attraction to what I'm saying, what I'm putting out there in the universe. And that's enough for me at this point in my life. It used to not be that way. I'll put it that way. But that's enough for me at this point in my life to know that I can still have that kind of effect on somebody's feeling, regardless of what they endure from me. I don't, I don't put nobody through hell or nothing like that. But it's just, being a certain way presents certain boundaries. And if somebody's able to kind of see past the way you are and still want to give some kind of emotion or emote towards you, then there's a power in that for me. There's not a power over them, but there's a power for me for that.
See? So what Phil, again, our relationship expert, has shown
Don't
me
do
is
that.
don't trust your coworkers, don't trust your husband.
Don't trust me. We are at
What?
psychological
I hate
Don't
you,
talk
yo.
to nobody
I
who
hate
has a
you,
penis
yo.
ever.
I
The
hate
end.
no.
I'm sitting here like literally thinking like
But
I'm about to when we log off, I'm about to text like look here.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that at
So what do you see?
all. Don't.
I feel like this is not fair. I'm at a disadvantage, and here I thought
No.
I was winning, and I'm not.
Don't do that until you guys, like I said, I task all of you at some point in your professional career with befriending somebody that you're actually physically attracted to and figuring out what that
I
balance
don't want
is for
that
you.
game.
Oh, of course, you don't want to do it, but now you'll
I
see.
don't play that game.
But it's a game for you. It's life for men. That's just how we do. We're
It is.
drawn.
That's not a lie there. I have a person right now in my new company who makes an effort to Zoom call me once a week just to check in on me. And I'm like, you got some new business? Like what? Why? Well, yeah, I just wanted to run some things by you. You already got the answers to this because I already done sent you the SOP for how it go. You could read, nigga. And why are you looking at me? What do you want?
Oh my God.
So yesterday, as I was trying to end my day at 12, which it didn't end until 3, that was the last person I talked to for an hour on a Zoom call. He was like, "You look like you're headed out." I am. Why are we talking right now? Like you actually already talked to my director about how to do this. So then she said to you, "Yeah, the person who would help you the most is Latoya. So send her the information that you need." But you decided to Zoom call me after she said, "Just send me the
Yeah, that's
information."
annoying.
He's very interesting. He done been on my LinkedIn page a couple times. I see you, bro. I see you.
Well, annoying.
Like,
Now, seeing all that, is this somebody of any kind of attraction level to you. If you were to meet him out
Um,
on a regular street and not know what he did, y'all don't work together.
do I find him attractive?
Yes, physically.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
He's a handsome guy. Sure.
but it's
She
still
said sure.
Sure.
it's
I'm not
still
convinced.
and no, but no, he could be because that's how y'all do. Y'all be like, oh, he's cute, but it don't mean like, oh, I'm trying to fuck him tonight.
No,
That's just how nice.
Right.
no,
There's
Yeah,
different
yeah,
there's different words.
yeah.
It's very true.
It's not how y'all
Very true.
wired. But
no. It's not. It's like, oh, he's cute. Also, every time you check my LinkedIn, then I do my private Googles on you, and I see the things I need to see. Get out of here.
so you
Like,
do your private Googles because of the attractiveness. If he looked
no, I
like
do my private Googles. Why you keep coming up? No.
if he looked like Herman Cain, you're not doing your private Googles on him. You're just
What does
saying
Herman Cain look like?
the nigga who just died, the black nigga who just died
That
from coronavirus.
no.
He's a Republican.
No, I ain't Googling him.
Herman Cain died?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like 2 days ago.
When?
couple
Like 2
days
days
ago.
ago. He died at the rally. Well, he died from COVID and he was at the rally. And was it Kansas? Or
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm off social
Tulsa.
media right now. I'm taking my
Yeah,
annual
no.
sabbatical.
Mhm.
He died from COVID.
Yeah.
And he
Herman Cain, he ran a pizza shop and then he ran for president, right?
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah,
more than likely he
And
contracted.
Cat Williams was like Herman Cain, like he made a joke about him, right? Like I'm not gonna vote for no nigga named Herman Cain, right? Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so,
Now I gotta do my Googles.
so if he looked like
Oh.
that, I'm pretty sure you're not doing. You just chalking him up to being a weird nigga who like you, and then that's that. That's what I'm saying. Like that extra Google search, we've already done that before we even talked to you. So it's so many other layers of investigation that we do that you guys take as doing extra shit, but we just like you. That's just what we just like you.
See, that's creepy.
That's a
Shanice,
guy
but
thing? I would
Shanice
say
and Jen,
I
I think I told y'all about this guy before. I was like, yo, like what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, you did.
So
bro,
that what the fuck is he doing? Is he doing a whole bunch of weird shit, or he's just not doing the right shit to get your attention? that way?
there's no need for him to get my attention anyway, unless it's going to be me, him, his wife, his stepkid, and his kid all having a conversation.
But saying
Like-
I'm saying before you know all that though, because
I knew it because I did my Googles.
that's why. That's why, because you were like, oh okay, that's how that went. You was like, oh, okay,
Man, Phil, you just exposed me.
okay.
Jen, edit this out.
Oh.
I'm kidding. But yeah, you definitely did expose me. Yeah.
That's how
Alright.
I know how.
That's true, but even stuff like that, I feel like changes the dynamic. When people are upfront and we talk about, and I'm not saying that it's always, but if you're upfront and you talk to me about your wife and your kids, and maybe you're just trying to take me off
Never
my
mentioned them
game,
in a conversation.
but
Never mentioned them.
Yeah, if you're trying to go,
I think
somewhere with that,
that changes it. Like you're not even trying
I
to.
didn't mention my kids, and he was like, "You don't look like you have kids." And I
Right.
was like, "But I do." He ain't never said, "Well, I got some too." I was like, in my head, I'm like, "We gonna talk about
Correct.
though.
That tells me what your intentions
You
are.
gonna let me know?"
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I saw you ran for the board of education because I did my Google and I saw the pictures, the professional pictures with your family.
'Cause I did.
But we're not going to never mention nobody.
Right.
Because I did my Googles is crazy.
Them Googles are important. Don't even get me
Them
started on
doing
Facebook
Googles.
because I be knowing what
Them
your
doing
auntie
Googles.
do. Everybody.
Good.
Child.
Like,
Shanice, you remember when I was like, excuse me, the bull, wrong name.
yeah.
It was literally less than 2 minutes where Shanice was like, boom, here you go. I was like, yup, that's it. I had half the name right.
Can I buy a vowel? Like,
Mm-mm-mm.
Jesus, that's why I need to get off the internet.
No.
I think it's dangerous, but I think it's like you said, there is benefit to it if boundaries can be set. But also, again, I'm going back to these rom-coms. You put those boundaries in place.
Boundaries can change.
Yeah, and boundaries for some folk and more times than not for men are a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's our hard line. Let me see how I can push it. You know, let me see how many times I can step cross it, or
Right.
how close I could tiptoe back and forth. It is a men love a challenge. That's again
Well,
the hunter in them. Like let me show my agility beats out anyone else's. Like
well, I
yeah,
think
that's it.
I think
Go
all
ahead.
people love a challenge. I mean, women
I
love
do.
challenges
You're right. You're right.
more
Yeah.
than men actually, because we're
Yeah.
used to that challenge all day, every day since we were 13, 14, trying to catch a girl, freak a girl type weird shit.
That's why my son don't go
Something.
outside.
Right. But you guys aren't. You guys are used to the attention, but you guys would create what that challenge would be. So if you would let somebody in close enough to you, then that's when the challenge begins. Because then you've chosen somebody to pique your interest, and now that's when the kind of challenge starts. But yeah, boundaries start that, and a lot of it's because I mean it goes back to not trauma, but it goes back to when you're little and not little, but when you're first being active and the girl be like, no, 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 but they mean yes type thing, which is
No,
something that I
no
don't
means
even
no.
no
No
mean
means no.
no means
No
no to
means
me.
no. No means no.
No means no definitely means no to me. But no don't mean no to everybody. And I never understood that philosophy, but whatever. But some women are like that. So they'll create a boundary knowing that they are knowing that they
Flexible.
yeah no
They're
yeah
open for it to
yeah
be wrong.
yeah
Right.
they're flexible to it. So a guy will hear no because they're trained because they always heard no. So they hear no and they say, all right, that's your initial no. If you give me a secondary and a tertiary no, then I know it's no. But your initial no is whatever. You might as well not even say that. A lot of guys are like that. A lot of guys are like that. And depending on how they rank you in their interactions in their life is how much they actually respect the initial no. I don't know why
No.
it's like that. It's just how we are.
Yeah, that's also valid because everyone doesn't give hard line nos. Sometimes people give those answers where they kind of pussyfoot around it instead of just
Hmm.
saying exactly what they mean, saying it with their chest. So that does also sometimes create additional
And
confusion.
I gotta blame women for that. Where Jen at? Jen ain't
I'm
saying
here.
nothing. Okay. Yeah.
Well, because I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I'm definitely in my head right now because I have a lot of questions, but I don't know.
What's up?
Um,
What up?
no, no, good. I'm in my head. I'm thinking, even like with the boundaries, a lot, even like how you said with attractiveness. If you don't find somebody attractive, but how many times? And I'm just thinking of situations in my head. How many times initially I did not think that you were attractive, but your personality won me over. That kind of thing. So I think with boundaries, you can set them, but as you get to know a person, sometimes you're more interested in their that person and their mind or in their emotions in the conversation more so than attractiveness, and that's when boundaries also can kind of get
Well, then
more
that taps into your
intimate.
boundaries because now he's reached
Mm.
a new level of
And
intrigue.
that's what I'm saying. I know I'm guilty with the nah, this ain't going nowhere, and then just seeing how you move after I say no.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, that
that's why I was quiet. I was literally thinking like, oh
no,
damn, I
that
did.
creates a new level of intrigue within you guys. Once you say the no, and then you start letting his personality show. Then you're like, all right, I said no, but then he do this, that, and the third, and he reacts this way, and I didn't even think he would react this way to this and that, and then you guys start, taking it as a challenge because you've already told him no, you set a boundary, but it's a flimsy boundary, and you know that now. The more and more you become intrigued with that person, you know that boundary is flimsy. So then now you got decisions to make that you're not used to making because you're not hunting. That actually put you in a hunting mind state.
Yeah, and then you got me lighting your Jeep on fire, almost blowing my face off.
Oh my lord, no, no, don't be lighting the juice on fire. Don't do
Edit that out because you might be contributing to
Oh yeah,
my
I'm sorry.
issues.
Yeah,
You know
Sorry.
what I'm saying?
I'm just
don't light
Maybe
thinking,
like
no.
certain
listen to
situations
the
where you
type of
can do
people
other
she hang
things.
around. More call.
No juice on fire, please.
Oh my gosh, y'all. So if we could give the folks advice, like a snippet of, from your experience, what would you say? Is it do the benefits outweigh the cost of having a work spouse?
For me and the way I move, like I said, I have a lot of different conversations with different people. It just at work, I have one person that I